2, 3, 4.
Good morning, my brothers and sisters. On this episode number 333 of the Good Morning Guys podcast. Thank you so much for joining us on this fine morning, afternoon, evening, or night as we talk about the game of life amidst the other games we love to watch and play. I am one of your hosts, the Brazilian Mountaineer and Transition Ninja, Lucas Ham-Swisher. Also with me, to my left, the judge, jury, and executioner of fake news and spoilers, Patrick Novosel.
Man, I gotta tell you what, you back
Tell me.
in the host seat over there. I am so glad you're back. I don't got it's tough. It is tough.
It is,
I
man.
fumbled
It
over
ain't
my
easy.
words so many times.
Oh, so many times. And I was like, man, I sound like an idiot if that's what Patrick sounds like right now.
Yep.
Yep. It was like looking in a mirror. Like, there he is.
Yeah.
My booger bro. Looking in the mirror at him.
It's gross. Actually, fine. We're
Actually-
booger bros. Yeah.
We're booger bros.
We're not blood bros. We're booger bros.
No. Blood rose. Ew. That's gross.
Yeah.
That's how you
I don't want
get
to.
About
diseases.
bloody
That's how you-
You can't get diseases from boogers. Boogers don't spread diseases.
No.
So booger bros is okay.
As far as I know,
Yep.
I'm gonna do some research while you introduce the next guy.
Do it. Next to him on his left and my left, that would be the one and only North Kakalaki and our handyman Hank McCoy. He goes by the name of Ryan Isley, but I like to call him Ryan Isley. What's up, Ryan Isley? How you doing?
I'm leaving.
You can't leave yet. I'm about to show you some facts on these boogers. So,
For
Okay.
you
yeah,
listening,
Show me booger fat.
Ryan just closed down his video as if that hurt my feelings somehow. Not having to look at his face was
Well,
actually very
okay.
nice.
All
for
right,
some.
all right, cool.
Oh.
I see how you do me.
Cool. I'll see how it is. All right, what'd you find out, Patrick?
all right. Yes, boogers can make you sick if they contain bacteria or viruses. If there's the if in
If.
there. So I mean,
Yeah.
I check my boogers regularly for bacteria and viruses.
Do you?
I mean, who
So-
doesn't?
Yeah, right. I want to make sure I get my Bunsen burners out. I get my magnifying glass. I get my telescope, whatever it is that you need to use to look into boogers.
Oh, is that what
Yeah.
you do? I just give them a lick. You can taste them.
Yeah, you're like,
Wow.
yeah,
like you're checking
you get
the
a little
air,
shiver.
the wind. You're like,
Yeah, you did. And you get a little shiver if there's a
You're like,
virus or bacteria.
oh, can't share
It's
that
just
one.
like when you have you ever seen like had a gallon of milk and it's towards the bottom, the expiration date is like it's on the day, and you're like, I don't know, you smell it and you're like, still not sure, but then you give a little sip and it gives you that shiver, like, nope, it's bad.
Yeah, I've actually done
Yeah?
that. Yeah.
That's how it works with boogers too. That's how you know.
Sure, I'll
The
take your
more you
word
know.
for it. I'll take your
You should.
This is
If
called
I'm lying, I'm
steering
crying.
into the skin, children.
oh yeah, if you share blood, I mean, there's hepatitis B, C, HIV,
Oh, there's
malaria.
so many more
syphilis.
diseases.
I
With
mean,
blood.
it's so bad. It's so bad.
You just
make
made
it
a rhyme, and I
sniffle.
doubt that you meant to do that. You said hepatitis B, C, HIV.
That's how they should jingle it. Don't share
Hepatitis
blood,
B,
folks.
C, and HIV. That sounds like an old Curtis Blow rap where he's telling you what happens when you have
Hey kids,
too many.
don't share blood.
partners.
Don't be blood bros.
Hippity it a hop. Don't share
Oh,
blood.
man.
Don't stop.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah. Don't
if you're
share
new with us,
blood,
joiner,
don't-
we usually hold off on the gross stuff for at least 20 minutes, but today's special. We did it
Yep.
within 5. So you're
Yeah.
welcome. If you're not new with us, joiners, you know that's a lie. We never wait 20 minutes for gross stuff. Actually, since Mark has been gone, the amount of gross things we talk about has
The
been,
gloves are off.
the gloves are just off. We got
yeah.
all our fingers up our noses. It's just booger central here.
And then shaking hands right afterwards.
Boogerlicious. I'm gonna see how many times we can insert just booger thoughts in the midst of what we talk about. And I dedicate it
Yeah.
to Mark.
I mean, so my son's favorite food is a burger, and I call them boogers. I'm like, you want your boogers? Yeah. He's like, no, I want my burger. Well, here's your booger.
When my kids were little, their favorite food were boogers, and they were actual boogers.
My children are still little.
See, you can't eat it. You're not supposed to eat that stuff. Only lick it to determine if it can be shared.
I don't think you really eat a booger. You slurp it. Like it's just
Oh, jeez.
If you get the right booger.
Yeah, if you get the right booger, you just slurp it up.
I mean, if you're good at eating boogers.
Ah, man, if you have to slurp a booger, it gets stuck in the back of your throat, and you just gotta like hack it back up.
And then you just hack it back up and then eat it again. Yeah, it's the gift that keeps on giving.
No, it's not.
Booger giver.
Oh.
All right.
Yeah.
Mark, you still
Okay,
here?
now the
You still
episode
with
is
us?
absolutely going to be
I think
titled
Mark
Booger
rose to
Brews.
life.
Mark deleted his Spotify after this episode.
I think Mark came back to life, killed himself again.
Heard this and said, nope, I'm out.
Oh, nope.
I was right the
I'm
first
out.
time.
Yep. All right. This is the next section of our podcast is
Booger life.
what's boogering on, bro? I don't know.
What picks your
No,
nose?
it's what's new news? What's
Yes. I like that.
your favorite picks of the week? Booger picks,
Sure.
movie picks, game picks. It's what's new news, where we talk about Earl, Iffle, Iggle, and our new segment, Ibble, in Booger Life.
Ever play that Boogerman game on Sega Genesis?
Oh, totally.
Yes.
That was a wonderful game. I love that game.
The first area is called the Flatulence.
I do not remember this game.
This is the best.
You played
game.
that way too much because I'll be honest, I
Uh-huh.
just remember the guy in the cape with no hair and then the booger snot
You would burp.
issues he had.
You could burp with fire if you get the jalapenos or whatever they were, the peppers.
The jalapeno business.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could fly.
Jalapeno business.
It's hilarious.
Yep.
Yep. All right. Ryan, we're gonna go with you today. You're gonna
All right.
update us with life. And if it doesn't have 3 stories that involve boogers, you're fired.
All right. Well, figure out how to run this program then.
Just kidding, you're hired again.
All right. That's what I thought.
All right.
Yeah, always you gotta make yourself indispensable or whatever they say.
Yep,
Yep.
like a booger. Indispensable.
Like a booger. Them boogers.
They're
sensible.
indispensable, right? Or
Oh,
I guess
totally.
they're
You
technically
need them.
very dispensable because you pick them and flick them.
Oh yeah.
Is
That's
that
why
how
you
that
gotta.
works? I
That's why
don't
you
know.
gotta vacuum your floors every so often because you flick them everywhere.
I have a dog. I don't need a vacuum. And he
Dude,
would
I have to say-
absolutely eat my boogers.
Top 5 feeling when you got you got like a snaggle booger in there that you just like you brush by with your thumb. I'm a thumb guy that's how I get my boogers out.
Mhm.
Thumb?
I don't know why, but you
When
just
it's just
when you get in
crusty on
there,
the edge and you can
and
just
it's
do
just
that.
crusty and you pull it off and there's that
Oh,
moment
yeah.
of pain, but then right after it's such a
Yes.
like just
Sweet relief.
sweet relief. It's such a great feeling.
It is.
And then you just flick that baby.
Mhm.
I prefer the floorboards of the car. I just right below, like under the back part where my feet don't touch.
See, I like blowing my nose in the shower.
Ugh,
Yeah,
that's supposed to be a place of cleanliness.
it is. Because I hold one nostril and I like
I have
snot
never-
rocket as
I've
hard
seen-
as possible.
I have seen people do that so much, and I've never like speaking in all seriousness now. I do not like that move. Like,
No?
The snot
no,
rocket
I
move.
want to say
Well,
the
then don't join me in the
snot rocket
shower and
move.
you won't have to see.
Problem solved.
well, you know, I don't
I
know
mean,
which
I do
direction
need
to
someone
take
to soap
that.
up my back, though. So if you want to just get
Man, that's tough. The back, right? Soaping up the back.
Yeah,
My
you gotta
back
get
is
one of those
filthy.
loofah
Has
sponges
to
with
be.
the handle.
There's no way.
Yeah.
Wait. No.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Go ahead, Patrick. Say what you was gonna say.
Family
Yeah,
friendly
pretty
show.
Say it after.
Fair. That's fair.
Not a ton going on in life. It's cold, like it is for everyone else except for you,
Maybe
Lucas.
it's cold
You
outside.
escaped
Oh
the
man, wait
cold.
till you get my update. Dude, it's amazing.
That
I'm
picture that
sweating
you
so
sent
much.
of it being -12, no, senor. Not okay. Not okay.
Yeah, man. I was showing my friends how cold it is in the US, and Celsius makes it look way worse.
Oh yeah, Celsius makes it look
I think
like
your
you're
low
dying.
tonight is -24 for some of y'all.
Yeah.
-24.
Yeah.
That's ungodly.
Yeah, it is.
Do you know, pop quiz, at what point Fahrenheit and Celsius cross over and touch each other?
Shoot. I used to know the temperature.
180 degrees. I don't know.
No, you went the wrong directions, Patrick.
Oh, dang it. Negative 180.
Isn't it? It's
No,
like
you went
negative.
way too far. You overshot.
Is it -7? No.
No.
What? Oh, shoot. I used to know it. I don't remember what is it?
-41.
That was it. Yeah, -41. I thought it was like in the 40s. I was gonna say -49, but yeah, -41. That's just stupid.
Yeah.
Just
like,
stupid.
would you like to be the guy, like, before they made the calculations, like the guy that discovered that? He was just like, I'm half dead. And then he's like, oh, wait.
Well, I'm going to tell you.
Celsius and 41 Fahrenheit negative?
What does this
mean? I
mean?
made a discovery. And then he died.
Yeah, and then hypothermia.
And he didn't get to tell anybody.
It's only 22 degrees here currently.
Oh, really?
And apparently my computer says snow, but we'll see what happens.
Does real life say snow?
I saw some flurries before I came down.
I mean, that counts.
Yeah.
That's something.
I think it's supposed to go all night long.
All night long.
All night.
Is this the coldest it's been?
No.
For you guys?
I think last week the low in the morning was like 15. Yeah.
Okay. That's pretty chilly.
It was very
Kakalakis, that's very chilly.
It was very. But then that day it got up to like 50, so it was like the biggest.
Of course it did.
It's like the biggest change.
Out.
I started sweating a little bit. I was like, no, I don't believe it. Nope, that's not sweat.
T-shirt and shorts weather.
Nah. Yeah, today I don't think the temperature broke freezing. I'm pretty sure we stayed below 32 degrees all day. So for the rest of this week, I will be wearing my complete coveralls.
Yeah.
They keep me warm. So, and it also just makes it easy for me to get dressed in the morning for work.
Yeah.
And today, actually, because of the threat of snow in North Carolina, it's a big deal. If you've ever seen the meme of the car flipped over on fire in the snow, there's several of those, but one of those is based in North Carolina. That's how serious it is. We just can't handle it.
What, you just like cars on fire to stay warm? Is that what you're saying?
No, they just flipped and then the car burst into flames, I guess.
The cars were so cold underneath, they flipped and lit themselves.
They just flipped out. So yeah, because of the threat of snow and it being so cold, this week is the kids' last week in school. Before they track
forever.
Out. No,
they're
like, screw this,
already.
It's too cold.
They're about to track out. They track out actually on Friday, so then they'll be out for 3 weeks. Today they went to school on a 2-hour delay. So I guess that puts them they usually get to school at like 7:15, 7:20. So they went at like 9. And then as I was coming home for lunch, I just pulled into my driveway at like 1. And I get a text. And it's like, it's the school. And it's like, due to the threat of inclement weather, your children will be getting out 1 hour early. And they get out at school at 2:15 normally. So I'm like looking at my clock. I'm like,
oh no.
Oh, okay. So I just need to go pick them up. So I called Bernice and I was like, did you know that the kids are getting out now? She was like, "Wait, what?
Surprise!"
She's like 30 minutes away. She was like, "Can you please go get them?" I was like, "Yeah, I'll go get them." So that was fun.
Sounds like it.
They were confused.
That's awful for parents who are like, in a job away from the house.
Exactly.
Luckily you were home.
Like
you know
they said they would hold all the kids that needed to be held until arrangements could be made and whatnot. But like, dude, that's 15. Like, literally, you gave me 15 minutes notice.
That's not enough.
Yeah.
Imagine, like, if I was still working like all the way in Cary, where I'm 30 minutes away, at least. Ain't no way, man.
Well,
they would have been there until 2:15 when I normally.
You gotta live off of. You gotta live off your boogers. Good luck.
Yeah, they'd have been fine. They would have kept them in the school.
Munch.
Yeah, they would have done that.
Slurp,
Finley,
slurp.
at least. Finley,
Those are
absolutely.
crusty ones.
Yeah,
if you're crunching them.
I catch Finley picking her nose the most.
Well, how do you deal with it?
She's probably got clean airways. I'll tell you what.
I'm like, stop, Finley, stop, please, please stop eating your boogers.
Now, do you say it in a way that you kind of hope the siblings will hear, so then they can help keep accountable, or do you try to be like, hey, stop?
Oh no, I just announce it. Stop eating your boogers.
Picking and or nose and eating your boogers.
You gotta scare them. If you pick your nose, your nostrils will get bigger and you'll get warts on your nose. So I mean, like, you just can't do it. Just tell them that and be like,
I mean, their nostrils are already big because Dad's black, so like they got wide noses.
All right. So take away that, but the warts.
The warts. All right, I'll tell
the warts. Yeah, booger warts.
Actually, your nose will fall off like Michael Jackson's.
This is before you pick your nose, and this is after
this
you
is
pick
what
your
happens
nose.
after. Yeah, I'll show him the picture of Michael Jackson. Only you'll be poor.
Yeah. You're like, and you turn all white.
All white. Like Gandalf, the white.
The gray.
What else is happening in life? Honestly, not a ton. Just chilling.
Mm-hmm.
Literally trying to stay warm.
Literally chilling. Yeah, you guys are literally chilling.
Yeah.
Fake life. Haven't really played a lot of games this week. Played a little bit of Horizon. Played a little bit of Tim Swarm on my computer. Trying to get my PS4 to download Ragnarok, but for some reason it's just not working.
Do you have enough?
I'll have to figure that out
to do that.
Huh?
Do you have enough memory on your hard drive?
I think so. I'm pretty sure I do because I don't have that many games on there. And I've got like an external hard drive hooked up that I moved other stuff to, so I made sure that the main drive was fairly empty.
Yeah.
So I think I just need to retry it. But honestly, it's mostly just been because been having internet issues with Google. They're supposed to be the best,
Google,
and they're not. They're just not. A good thing we aren't sponsored by Google either, because I'd give them a piece of my mind about their crappy service. So yeah, working through that. Did I watch any movies this past week? No, I've just been watching like football, watching some of the games, catching as much as I can.
I can't remember. Do you have a team still in the race?
No, everyone that I wanted to win lost.
The two teams that I personally wanted to win, I will say I do want the Chiefs to three-peat, but that's just like a side thing. I knew you'd make that face,
icky.
Patrick.
Gross.
No, but see, they've earned it.
Eat your boogers.
The refs are in the AFC Championship. They're doing a great job.
Mahomes is a lover of Jesus. I support him.
He does love Jesus, but he also sounds like Kermit the Frog.
That's not wrong.
Hey man, we just had a great game.
But I do want him to three-peat. I like that kind of stuff. So
I hope you're wrong.
It would make history.
That's fair. But the ones I really wanted to win are the two teams that I generally used to cheer for as a kid and as their family teams. That's the Detroit Lions and the Commanders, and they played
the
each
Redskins.
Other.
You mean?
Yes, the Redskins. Sorry,
yeah,
the Lions and the Redskins.
You mean the Washington football team?
That's a better name than the Commanders. Get out of here.
That's the best name. But I'm glad the Redskin Commander football team are doing well.
Yes.
I'm rooting for them.
My pastor at my church is a Redskins fan, and he was over the moon on Sunday.
I'm sure he was
so happy. Man. I told him to like tie that in somehow because it was like he had a speaker moment where he was talking about Martin Luther King Jr. Day, and I was like, you could like slip in there that the Commanders are like one game away from the Super Bowl. He was like, maybe if I tie it to DC somehow, like, hey, if you go to like Ebenezer Baptist Church in DC, where Martin Luther King was the pastor, you could then drive around the city and see the dome for the for the Washington Commanders who are playing for the title.
Wow, that would be a roundabout.
That was a journey.
Right
yeah,
it was.
That was quite.
But he didn't do it. I was like, oh,
quite the journey. Yes, Rayla, we know you're alive.
How is Rayla?
All right,
doing?
so who you guys got though for the conference championships? The Eagles versus the Commanders. Who's going to win?
The Birds. The Birds.
See, that's what I thought about the Lions beating. I was also rooting for the Lions. I really wanted the Vikings to win too because they had such a great year, but then Sam Darnold played like Sam Darnold that one game.
Right. Yeah, I know.
He turned into Sam actual Darnold. 9 sacks. 9.
Oof. I was like the Bengals in 21.
That's still insane to me. 9 sacks for almost 90 yards lost.
In a playoff game.
Supposed
to be the best teams.
Yeah, that is pretty sad.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going with Commanders myself, but
I want to. Now I want the Commanders to win and watch the Commanders lose.
Well, that's mean.
I'm going to say I'm rooting for the Commanders, but I won't be surprised if they get stomped out by the Eagles.
All right. That's fair. What about the Chiefs-Bills? The only team to beat the Chiefs this season, right?
Bills 1,000%.
I really want the Bills to win because I don't want to see a three-peat.
No.
Well, I already said my piece, so
I know.
Go Chiefs.
Also,
my wife's side of the family. I'd love it. That sounds good to me, so that's fine.
Yeah.
We're booger bros.
We'll give you the bacterial one, though.
What?
Left nostril. That's where the sickly ones are.
It's so bad you throw it at me.
Clean on this side, death on this side.
It's so bad that you flick it at me and it's still connected to you.
Oh man.
I knew that would be gross.
That's a lot of mucus.
You underestimate the mucus I have every single day.
You underestimate my power.
You underestimate my boogers.
Oh man.
All right. I say Chiefs, Commanders. We need C named teams in the Super Bowl. That's my vote.
I mean,
alliteration.
Okay. This is Super Bowl 59, right? I'm trying to remember the Roman numerals. It's an L, an I, and an X. I know.
Oh, I don't even try anymore. The Roman numerals are just
it's
too much for me.
Super Bowl 2025.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Let's just make it easy for you.
Wow,
okay.
Thanks.
Super Bowl 25.
Super Bowl licks. That's what it's called.
Licks. Yeah, licks. Super Bowl licks. Boogers.
Ooh, this is the Super Bowl licks. How many licks does it take?
Mucinex.
Sponsored by Mucinex and Tootsie Pops.
Yeah, I say it should be Tootsie Pops. How many licks does it take to win the Super Bowl? 1, 2, 3.
Oh, that's what that should be the theme that plays once the Chiefs three-peat. A 1, a 2,
Oh, that's true.
3.
You know what? Even as a kid, I knew that was a lie. I was like, ain't nobody licking a Tootsie Roll Pop 3 times and then crunching that baby unless they want to break their teeth. I was jacked up what that owl did.
I broke my teeth many times. I wouldn't even lick it. I would just literally just bite straight in.
Were you crazy? Kind of crazy pill.
Pointless when you do that.
Okay, have you ever actually licked down until you got to it? And
man, it's so difficult. Even if you,
I did it one time, but not with the Tootsie Roll Pop. It was with the blow pop.
Oh, once you get down to the gum, that you throw that gum away. That's no good.
I did a blow pop and I did a
that's so satisfying to crunch the partially, like the mostly licked sucker of a blow pop and then chew that gum. It's like a semi crusty booger. It's great.
It's a great flavored booger
too. Yeah.
The blow pop.
Anyways,
the blow pop.
You know what?
Was terrible.
What?
Was
blow
terrible.
Pops were amazing.
The flavor of the blow pop, sucking on it, great.
Yes.
The gum,
watermelon.
It's basically like
best one.
What was that one gum that like is the Fruity Stripes? You chew it like 2 times and all the flavor goes out.
With the zebra.
Yes.
Yeah. It had one good chew. Like you just chew, all the juice come out, and then
all the juice comes out, and then it's just a blank.
Where did it go?
Tapioca.
Boogers have better flavor.
Boogers do have better flavor.
They do.
I saw a meme that said, "I don't understand the appeal of blow pops or Tootsie Pops, or whatever it was. It flavors your own spit, and you swallow it." And I was like, "That's true, but it's so good, though."
So good.
My spit's never tasted better.
Yeah. Best tasting spit in the business.
What's your favorite Tootsie Pop?
The OG, the brown one.
Yeah.
Oh, the poopy one?
No. It's the best. It's the best.
No, it's like the brown M&M. Boring. It's like I already got the brown flavor inside. Why would I want brown on
racism
top?
right now against brown thing?
You're getting canceled if you keep talking, Lucas.
Look at me.
Why aren't we doing this reverse Oreo? What's going on here? Why am I in the
All right. If I licked you and crunched
right.
on your face, you would be red inside. Different colors. So, you know what? Buddy,
buckaroo.
No, it's just boring. Like it's the grape Tootsie Roll Pop. And then
I'm partial to grape. Grape is
watermelon.
Good. The watermelon one.
Watermelon's the best.
Yeah. I did.
Or no, green apple in the blow pop was super good.
That is
just like Jolly Ranchers. Why are you switching it now
because
halfway through?
I forgot to do the
Oreo,
the first Oreo thing. Sorry.
Oh, right, the inverted Oreo.
Yeah.
See, even then, inverted Oreo, not the same as double brown. It's
what you got against Oreos, man?
I got nothing against it. I'm just saying Oreos are so good, and look at that. Look at it.
Yep. I actually got my wife to get a pack of Oreos today. Since I ran out of Girl Scout cookies, I was like, I want something sweet.
Might as well.
Oreos. So I'm gonna go eat a container of Oreos after this.
That's one of my sweet snacks that are in rotation.
Oh man.
Oreos and then little wafers called bis here in Brazil. They're like little mini Nutter Butters. They're like this big. They're super good.
Are they like Nutter Butter? Are they like pretty much exactly like Nutter Butters?
Just like if Rick Moranis had the little shrinking machine and he just shrank the Nutter Butter down to a little bite size.
Fun size.
Yeah, fun size. Super good.
Fun size Nutter Butters are good.
Yeah.
Now I want sweets. That's all my updates. I ain't got nothing else. I want some sweets.
Yeah, I just want sweets, man. I don't want to talk anymore. All right.
No,
No,
I
for
don't
real.
really. Yeah, there's not really a ton. Like maybe if I get some gaming time in, I'll have more to say. I'll try to play some this weekend. I don't think I watched any movies or shows. Like nothing.
Wow,
I've
you've
just been a
been you
vegetable.
slacker,
I've been like just super vegetable. Just
I
sit
guess.
and just stare. I watch my kids play because that's about all the time that I have now. They playing Fortnite. They like Fortnite and Roblox.
Fort. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, they've been
I
playing
guess.
Roblox again. Patrick, I still need to get you to give me Clark's info so the kids could play with him.
Oh yeah, that's right. Wait,
'Cause I forgot
on
about
Fortnite.
that. Either one.
No, Roblox.
Okay.
Or yeah, maybe
Yeah,
both.
he's been playing Fortnite and Minecraft. This is he hasn't played Fortnite in a while.
You mean
They
Roblox?
still play.
What did I say?
Minecraft.
Fortnite?
It's all the
Yeah,
same.
Minecraft.
You
and
said
Roblox.
he's playing Fortnite and Minecraft, but he has been playing Fortnite for a while. I'm like,
I swear this is.
Somebody's-
I swear this is water here. I swear.
somebody's been eating too many boogers.
Oh, mine's water as well.
Yeah,
I'm
It's one of the side effects.
I am
That is also water.
I'm taking 2 weeks off of beer.
Oh man,
Just
you're gonna
for-
glow. You're gonna
Yeah.
lose like 10 pounds. It's gonna be great.
I'm that's what I'm hoping. Now that might all go to heck in 2 weeks because that's my birthday and I'm definitely gonna drink. But I'm not gonna drink a lot.
Save it up for the birthday.
Since I've been back, I don't put sugar in my coffee. I've just been doing.
Were you putting sugar in your
black.
coffee here?
Or sometimes. Well, no. When I was here, when I was there,
Oh, you were getting
it was
like
all
Starbucks.
it was all
or,
about the
or Dunkin'.
no,
or
no, no, no,
whatever.
no. I'm not going to Starbucks. Ain't nobody got time to pay for that overpriced stuff.
Okay, but you went to
no, I was
Dunkin' and paid
using-
for the overpriced stuff.
That's fair. But it wasn't overpriced. like
Sugar
Starbucks.
crystals still floating around in cold drink.
Carnation. No, like the carnation creamers. That's like
okay.
pure sugar and oil and
Yeah.
whatever. So
Yeah.
that's what we used most of the time. No, I either do it black or with a little bit of milk. Just because sometimes I just like it creamy. Like I just like the
Yeah, you do.
It's been a while since I've had like
a booger.
flavored. Shut up. It's been a while since I've had like a flavored or like one
You're
of
not
those
gonna drink coffee the same. Like,
specialty
this is good.
coffees. Most of the time, I
Creamy
just
like a
drink
booger.
coffee black. Like, doesn't really matter what it is.
Right.
Oh gosh, just booger coffee. That's what we need to. We need to pitch in. You've had butt coffee or colon coffee. So now we need to make
Wait.
booger coffee.
Butt coffee, booger coffee, booger bourbon.
Oh.
Ooh, booger bourbon. I like that. I'd do that. How? I guess it's filtered through the nose.
I tell you what, like just thinking about like drinking something and then a little booger like slipping down there makes you want to throw up. Like, it's just that like expected it to be smooth, like liquid, and then there's just that little
chunk.
little chunk. Yeah, exactly. I'm like, like I know I'm instigating this discussion, but man, that makes me want to throw up.
Yeah.
I just typed into Google booger flavored, and then I just wanted to see what the results were. You can have ice cream, candy, jelly beans, Pop Tarts, soda, chips. Which one should I click on?
I know what the jelly beans are because
Pop-Tarts.
BeanBoozled.
Pop Tarts.
Yeah, the Bean
Box.
Boozled is the jelly.
Box of boogers, tangy gummy boogies that look and feel real.
No, what are you doing?
Nasty.
What is wrong with you, Pop Tarts? Do better.
I just sent the picture on our WhatsApp. I gotta
Please.
throw it on
Oh
Discord as
my
well, man, because
God.
that's
Yeah, you got
the box
to.
of
You got
boogers.
to.
What in
Oh,
the
man.
Oh, yeah.
world?
There it is. Box of
there it
boogers.
is.
Box of
Nasty.
boogers. Mm.
Pint-sized baker.
No, thank you.
Oh man. Yes.
I mean, that has to
Yeah.
be the graphic now for this week's episode.
Yeah.
It's a toddler Pop-Tarts. Frosted
Oh.
Boogers.
Toddler Pop
Yeah,
Tarts. Oh man.
that's correct. Absolutely. That's 100%
Yeah.
correct. Oh, all right. Well, let me steer out of the skid. In God life.
Goober life.
In goober life. Yeah, in goober life. In God life. Still doing
Yeah.
through the word. I think
Numbers?
I am on numbers. Shoot. I think I'm on numbers 10 or numbers 11. Where are y'all at?
Wow. I'm in the middle of Acts right now.
Okay, yeah, I'm at numbers
Acts
10.
14
I'm with
or
Patrick.
15.
Okay. I have been enjoying going back and listening to your commentaries, Lucas.
Yeah, I've been
So,
stepping it up since being
keep
back
that
in
up.
Brazil.
I
It's
know,
amazing.
like the day that you got back, it was like 4.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
like,
true.
Dude, why didn't you record anything here? I
Yeah,
need my
like, you
mini
look at it and,
sermons,
like-
Jack.
Yeah, I'm at Acts. I just finished Acts 21 yesterday or
okay.
today,
Cool.
and now I'm the next one.
Weekend services were good. This past weekend, got to sing again. Yeah, it was really good. Yeah, that's all I got. It was a good worship set.
Good.
We did we tagged the song what is it, Lord I Need You?
Uh-huh.
And at that moment, like it hit me in a big old wave and I just dropped to my knees.
That song can do it to you.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah.
So good.
So it was a good worship, good time of worship. And yeah, that's pretty much it for me. I sang this weekend, going to a friend's church to help them out. So
All right. Cool.
yeah, that's all I got.
Nice.
Cool. Patrick.
Hi.
Tell
you got for us?
something good.
I'm not going to start off with good. I'm going to start out with the bad, and then I'll move into the good.
Uh-oh.
All
right.
So
fair.
For like 2 years now, our daughter Claire has been asking for her ears pierced. So she has her ears pierced already down on the lobe, but she wants like 2 of them already. And she wants one that is up here, the cartilage area, whatever, up there. And we for 2 years, like, no, you don't need to get that. You're 12, you don't need any of that, So we were
She was 12
on,
for 2 years.
Well, she's 14 right now. She's,
I know,
for 2 years.
With you. You're like, for 2 years, we'd be like, no, you're 12. Like, Dad, I'm 14. No, you're 12.
Yeah,
you're never growing again.
No, you're still 3 in my eyes. So it's just like constant no. She keeps asking, constant no. And then last week, my wife took her to cheerleading practice.
Claire's.
Oh, yes,
okay. I was about to say Claire's. Yeah.
To Claire to Claire's.
And so my wife looks over and notices that my daughter has another hole in her ear.
Ooh, she did the sneaky sneak.
And she's just like, we're going to talk about that when Dad gets home. And Mel calls me and says Claire has got her ears pierced. And I'm like, it's like with her, she's always been the mature one, always making the right decisions. There have been some bumps along the way, just like any other kid has. But because she consistently is very independent, makes very good choices. There's a lot of flexibility that we give her. She doesn't have a bedtime. She puts herself to bed. She gets up on time for school every day. When she goes out with her friends, she stays with her friends. She does what she says she's going to do, so there's a lot of trust, a lot of flexibility with her. And then just like this, the one thing that we said no to, she does. And so it's just like, it's very disappointed, infuriating. I'm not mad, but it was more of like, I'm upset at the situation because of the rules, the very small set of rules we have for her.
Right.
So I get home, I go pick her up, and I could have swore she would have said something about it. She didn't say anything. She starts talking about school and other things. We get home. I sit down on the couch. I look at Mel. Mel looks back at me, and I was like, all right, it's family meeting time with Claire. And so bring her out, and I ask her, I'm like, so what did you do? And she just stares. She's like, we're sitting on the couch in the lounge chair, and Claire's like in the entryway from the kitchen to the living room, just standing there. And you can tell that she knows what she did. And I was like, so I understand you got your ears pierced. And she's like, yeah, I did them myself. And then I'm just like, wide-eyed.
Oh God, no.
What do you mean you did them yourself? And she's like, with a needle. And I was like,
Claire,
I'm like, she gives me these one-word answers. So I have like 1,000 more after she gives these. I'm like, okay, what needle? And she's like, mom's sewing needle. And I was like, why did you use mom's sewing needle? And she's like, well, I disinfected it. I got the mirror out, and I put the needle in my ear, and then I was like, did that hurt? And she's like, I have a high threshold for pain. And I'm like,
good. This butt whooping ain't gonna hurt.
I'm like, what? So I was like, let me see her ear. So she comes and shows me, and she's like, she's got 3 holes in both of her earlobes.
Oh, she did the lobes. She didn't. She
Yeah,
didn't.
she didn't do the up.
Oh
up
man,
there.
I can't imagine doing the cartilage.
I bet she tried, and
sewing.
this was like, shoot, that hurt.
No,
I bet she tried, dude. I bet.
And she's like, I've been cleaning it every single day, and I'm just like, she's doing all the right things. So if she does it, she's doing all the right things so it doesn't become infected.
Right.
And so if you've ever seen that Full House episode where Kimmy Gibbler pierces Stephanie Tanner's her ears, and it becomes really red and infected. I one of the early season 3 or 4 or whatever. It's pretty early. I was thinking that in my head, like, as her ears are going to get red. And it's been like a week and a half now. And they're not red, they're not infected. She's taking care of them. So I'm asking just all these questions, and like I said, just all the flexibility that we give her, and just like, all right. One, she is a BA for doing this herself.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. Did you ask Clark if he was involved in any way?
He's holding the mirror like,
Dad said you shouldn't do this, but this is super cool.
Yeah. And she said she did it over winter break. So like, Lucas, when you were in town, she had them, and I didn't even know.
really?
Yes, didn't even know. She had them for like
Dang,
a couple weeks before we even knew. So she walks away. I told her, 2 weeks grounded, can't go anywhere, can't have your phone, can't have your iPad. She can still go to cheer, church, and school. And when she's at those places, I'm like, oh, man, you have to take your phone. So it's like, dang it.
Dang it.
I know, son of a gun. So it's like but she has to do something all the time. So keeping her home is a punishment for her because she always likes to do stuff, like never home. I've seen her more this past week and a half than I've ever seen her, this past year. So it's been nice seeing her around. So yeah, with her doing that, grounded, there's a lot of more family time. So Claire and I, we started the Batman v Superman, like DC EU kind of watch through. So we watched Man of Steel, we watched Batman v Superman. Batman v Superman was like 3 hours long. It took us 3 episodes to get through the Batman v Superman. So we got through that, and then we watched Wonder Woman, and now the next movie we're going to watch is Justice League. So there's some,
Are you doing the Snyder cut of Justice League or just the?
Yes,
Okay.
the Snyder cut for sure, and that'll probably take us to watch throughs at least to get through that one, because it's like 4 hours long.
Yeah, it's 4 hours.
That's only 2 watch throughs.
He's gonna do 2 hours.
At least two. It's a 4-hour movie. It could be ended up being 4. It's wild. We have like the ADD, and we have to do something else once an hour hits. Hours our limit. So I understand, and she understands. So that's why we watch it in episodes. So speaking of ADD, I been trying to get through Indiana Jones and the and the Great Circle.
Mhm.
And I've been sitting on this last episode for a while, and I watched our last mission, and then I watched all the Indiana Jones movie before I finished that last mission. And I got through that last mission, and oh my goodness, the last mission is a wild ride. It's so awesome. It's well worth everything in that game.
Mm.
It's so good. It's so indie. It's so good to get to that part, because it's like a big reveal. It's kind of like when he finds the Ark of the Covenant or the Holy Grail, that kind of moment where you're like, this is really, really cool.
Yeah.
So it was awesome. Finished that up. And then I just randomly started playing Deadpool on Xbox 360. And who's the voice actor that does Nathan Drake?
Isn't it
Nolan North? Nolan North. Yeah.
North.
Yeah, he voices Deadpool, and it's, oh my gosh, I've never laughed so much at a video game because it's so on brand with Deadpool. So good. So it was only like a 4-hour game, so I was able to get through that this past week. And then I saw that Bob Uecker had passed away this past week, so which is huge blow to the baseball community, because he was a announcer for the Milwaukee Brewers for like 40 something years or something like that.
Forever.
Forever. And so he was the announcer in the Major League movies. So I watched Major League 1 and Major League 2. Have you guys seen those movies?
Of course.
Yes.
Which one is better, 1 or 2?
2.
I don't remember. I'm gonna say yes.
So people say that Major League 1 is better than 2, and I disagree. I think 2 is better than 1. 1 is because I grew up watching Major League 2 because it wasn't R like Major League 1 was. So the only time I could watch Major League 1 was when it was on like the Saturday afternoon Fox 19 movie afternoon special kind of thing. And it was all like
a flubber.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Those movies. The TBS editing or whatever the thing.
Edited for
Wonderful.
for TV. So I watched that, and then I just like since the Bengals have been out of it, I'm like, now I'm ready for baseball. I'm ready for the Reds. So I watched Fever Pitch with Jimmy Fallon and Drew Barrymore, that comedy about the Red Sox winning in 2004.
Rom-com.
That was good. And then I finished it off last night, and I watched For Love of the Game with Kevin Costner, that romantic comedy-ish kind of movie.
Is it comedy?
Some of it's funny because John C. Riley's in there. You know, he's the
that's true.
catcher.
You
Yeah.
didn't do Field of
I
Dreams.
forgot about
you
that.
didn't do
No, so next I'm gonna watch Field of Dreams and Bull Durham. You know,
Okay.
I think Bull Durham's next. Yeah. So been watching some movies this past week, and then so playing Marvel Rivals with Justin and Splig and Tim. We got a good squad. When all 4 of us are together, we do really, really well. When there's a lot of communication, we don't have to worry about randoms and all that stuff. Still loving that. And in God Life, I took a little bit of a break during winter break, and then I'm back at it, and I got through. I'm halfway through Acts now. I think I'm chapter 14 and 15 right now. And it stinks because I'm like, I get through this, and then I'm like, oh, I got a notification. I'm like, okay, so someone had posted a voice message. And I'm like, from a chapter I read, last week. I'm like, oh, son of a gun, I gotta go listen to this now to get caught up. I don't like having those old ones sitting there.
Yeah,
because when you open up through the Word, it like automatically goes to the last
like whatever
thing.
the last message or whatever it is.
Yeah. So I have to listen to those. I think I got maybe like 6 of those that Lucas you put through. So I have to get that before I can get to the next chapter.
You're welcome.
Yeah. But yeah, that's about it for me. Lucas?
Still
Patrick?
over there picking boogers?
Are you next? Stop picking your boogers. You're up next.
Yes, sir. Sorry, it's pinky time. Yeah, it's me. I'm back, baby. Back in Brazil. I am sweating it up. It is awesome. It's like
I bet it
is. Mid 80s sun all the time. You know what's funny is we got back last weekend on Friday, and people said, man, this summer has been so mild. It's been mid to low 70s as a high over the past weeks. And I'm like, well, we're back, so buckle up. And it's been mid 80s ever since. And people are like, what did you do? I'm like, what little heat the U.S. had left, we brought it back with us.
It's 2 degrees in Cincinnati right now. 2 degrees.
I was about to say, you harnessed some of the California fire weather and brought it back with you.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
Someone did make a reference to that. Actually, one of my coworkers, he and his family were 7 miles from some of the fires.
Yeah, I think another one broke out today.
They really another one broke out today.
I think another one. I saw a news story on the phone. Like another one broke out today.
That is rough.
They just keep the wind died down and they were starting to get stuff under control, and then the wind picked back up. And
my one of my employees lives out in Santa Ana, California, which is like 40 miles away from where the Palisades fire started, and her son lives on the outskirts of that, and the fire was like a mile away from his house, and so he packed up and went to Santa Ana to stay the night with his mom, and he went back the next day, and it did not continue on the fire towards his house, and it stopped like a mile away from his house. So he was really, really lucky to not lose everything, because so many people lost everything. It's just so devastating.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely our hearts, prayers, all of it go out to the people that have been losing so much, for sure.
Yeah.
I am not only back in Brazil, I'm back to work. Started today. There's not much to say about work.
But you got finished with vacation and went straight back to work?
Yeah, we had like 3 days. Yeah, pretty much it was recover from the airplane ride, which the airplane ride was fun.
Physically, because you were still sick when you
That's true. But man, it didn't take long for the Brazilian air.
I was about to say the
Brazilian air
heat,
hit my body.
You're probably like,
the heat, the smog, everything. Like I healed up so fast. It was amazing. Like it was just like I was like Superman in the sun. Like I just took it in, and it was just like I just sucked it in like a booger, and it healed me. So it was awesome.
Suck in the boogers?
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes. when you just don't, you're not in a good spot to pick them out. You got to just get them up there.
Get them up there.
And sometimes if you sniff too hard and then it hits the back of your throat,
Yeah,
that is no bueno.
but it hits with like force too, so it's like,
yeah, it does.
You gotta clear your throat.
Yep, like that,
just like that.
Oh,
so yeah, so it was recovery. I will say, very enjoyable plane ride. So one thing that I'm reinstituting, if you guys remember last year, I hit a very long phase of life where I was like, I'm not playing video games by myself. I'm not doing much of anything on my own. I'm just doing things with others. And I've returned somewhat to that. I really, over the break, I kind of let loose during the break and just did whatever, and it was fine, but it didn't feel right. Like it just didn't feel good. And like I had unrest in my spirit. And so probably a night or two before I left, I was like, all right, God, I had my fun and I want to go back to the way you guided me earlier last year. And as soon as I thought that, like I felt something, like I just felt that confirmation in my spirit. And I'm at the point where pretty much I'm going to have a cheat day on Saturdays. And I'm not like going to go crazy and be like, I'm going to do this stuff for myself. It's more like I'm going to play little video games for myself on Saturdays. But all the other days, if I play video games, it's going to have to happen with you guys. It's going to happen with James. Speaking of, James and I have been loving Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Splintered Fate. Not Shattered Dimension. Splintered Fate. Dude, it is so, like, it was fun on my own. Like, I played a good bit of, I did like a dozen runs on my own during break, but James and I have done around like 5 or 6 runs, and we've just had a blast. The only thing I don't like is he keeps getting the ooze powers. He keeps getting the meteor tool, and I'm not getting any of it, Patrick. I want the meteor shower.
Dang.
I want the ooze, and he's getting all of it. I'm kind of jealous, and I'm kind of like, all right, you know what? That's fine.
Is
I want
friendly
the best
fire
for my
on?
son. No. You can't hurt each other.
Oh my gosh, that'd be crazy.
Thankfully. Oh, that would be nuts. Like that'd just be, yeah. No, that wouldn't be good. Any game we play where like even like a Mario game where you can like hop on each other and like interrupt each other's jumps and stuff. James gets so mad at me because I'm like bull in China shop. I just play. Like I don't pay attention.
Right.
He runs into me and I'm like, oh, that's too bad. But when I run into him, he's like, Dad, what are you doing? I'm like, calm down, son. I'm not doing it on purpose.
Get out of the way, Dad.
But you get that he gets that in that fairness mood, and he doesn't do it with the Turtles game. That was hiccup. The Turtles game has been amazing. We've had lots of fun. We've gotten to the rooftops. I think we've gotten as far as I got playing on my own. What's really cool about playing multiplayer is you can level up faster because everyone collects dragon coins and it goes to the power-ups. The dragon coins, the dreamer coins. But if you play by yourself, you only get so many of those. But when you play 2-player, you can double the dragon coin and dreamer coin intake. You just keep stacking it.
Really?
So, yeah. So there was one run we got like 1,000 dragon coins.
Dang, you can upgrade a few things there.
Yeah, so you get some friends and you could level up faster than if you play it by yourself. So Patrick, you need to get your son in on this, and if you're still, I don't know if you beat it rolled credits, but if you want to level up fast.
See, I beat it, but there's
like Hades in the fact that
no, because they haven't finished the story yet. They haven't finished the story, and it just like ended, and I'm like, it's just a cliffhanger. I'm like, this didn't resolve anything. So until they release the DLC to finish the story, it's just a never-ending
is the
game.
DLC gonna finish it?
Yes.
Oh, okay. You need to
and
let
you
me
got
know
it
when
on
that
Steam
releases.
Deck, didn't you?
I did. Is it crossplay?
I don't know.
I heard it was.
Let's find out.
Click. But yeah, so there's that. We did get James did get Mario Wonder when we played that a little bit. That was fun, except that's when he gets the fairness thing going, and he's like, "You've collected too many coins, Dad. You need to let me collect some coins. You've killed too many bad guys, Dad. You need to let me kill some bad guys." I'm like, "All right, James, I'll be back here waiting for you to kill some bad guys." The only thing, Patrick, you played Mario Wonder. I know you're doing a search right now, but we keep getting the power-ups, but we don't know how to use them. Like, we hit the button to drop them down.
The different like
Like
cards
the
or whatever you
elephant.
use. Yeah.
There's like an elephant. There's a
those powers. I thought you were talking
mushroom.
about like the
Yeah.
powers you can add for each level, depending on what type of level it is. You can, swim faster, jump higher, double jump, and things like that. But you're talking about the elephant and just
Yeah,
those
like
powers?
there's like the little ones you get in the level, the
in the
power-ups.
level. Yeah.
It goes into our little bubble item holder, but then we press the button to like release it and use it,
Yeah.
and it just puts it back in there.
You have to hold it in, I believe. When you hold it in, like there's like a bubble that goes above the character's
Right?
character,
Well, we
and
did
then
that.
It
We held
and
it
then
in,
it should drop out. Then it should just drop out of it.
and it drops it, and then we pick it up, and it puts it right back in storage. Like,
If it's like a mushroom that'll make you bigger and you're already big, it will put it back in your inventory.
what about the elephant one?
If you're an elephant and you have just a mushroom, it's not going to give you anything. You won't get
But
bigger.
we don't.
Bigger
We've
elephant.
never turned into an elephant. We've grabbed the elephant power-up, but it never turns us into an elephant. It's really weird. I don't know what we're doing wrong. Do we have to get to a certain level before the power-ups work? Is that what it is?
No, it's 100. It should. If you get the power up, you should be able to use it.
I
It
don't
should
know what we're doing
automatically
wrong.
give you. Unless you're already an elephant, it should turn you into an elephant.
Yeah, we're both Yoshi. Does that make a difference? Can
Maybe.
Yoshi turn into an elephant?
Maybe not.
doesn't
Usually
seem
Clark
right.
is Mario and I'm Luigi, so we've never even tried it.
Oh, you guys are traditionalist. That's
Yes,
fair.
we are.
Mm.
Yeah.
James is green Yoshi. I am blue Yoshi.
Oh, so maybe it is. Maybe it
Yoshi-
is. Maybe you can't turn
Yoshi
into
Booger Bros. We're Yoshi Booger Bros. Right?
The answer to your is TMNT Splintered Fate crossplay question is yes. Fully crossplay.
It's yes. I'm. When did that happen?
I don't know, but I just checked Steam. It says fully crossplay.
With
Apparently
Nintendo?
everything.
We need
What
to
is
test this
everything?
out.
We do. We doth
All right.
needeth to
Pause the
test it out.
podcast. Let's do it now.
Y'all can
Well, if I leave now, I'm gonna also disappear because I gotta
plop.
go to the bathroom. Number 2,
Yeah.
plop time.
Plop time.
No, but I'm good for now. So I still have. This is just total segue. I still have the beard
I noticed.
Yeah. Why? What happened?
because I have a plan, and it takes time to unveil the plan. I'm gonna shave my beard in phases.
Yes.
I'm gonna do like first I'm gonna trim up and make the beard look nice the way it is, like maybe
Mhm.
like bring it in a little bit,
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
shape it, and then I'm gonna do just a full goatee, like full big goatee, and then I'm gonna do a Fu Manchu, and then I'm gonna do just a normal mustache, and then I'm gonna go nothing, full
Baby
shave
face?
face, baby face ham.
Does your wife like it when you do babyface?
No. But I've already gone this far, so what else can I do? It's gonna grow back, so it's
She
not a
might
big
not kiss you when you have the Fu Manchu.
Oh, she'll kiss me. deal. She might. You're right. With the Fu Manchu, she might not kiss me. You're absolutely right. But you know what? We were sick so much during break. Like she had cold sores, and we were sick that I didn't. I'm just gonna be honest. We didn't kiss a lot, and it sucked.
Oh,
Like
I miss
I
my
would,
wife.
I would give up. I would give up boogers for life in order to kiss her once.
I would hope so.
Yeah. So that's how strongly I feel about kissing her.
I hope she
Speaking-
doesn't listen to this. She's gonna be like, thanks.
She doesn't.
You're giving up so much, Lucas.
In other news, I gained 12 pounds. while I was
Yeah.
in the US. And I will probably lose 3 or 4 pounds when I shave my beard off. So that'll help. But I haven't gotten back into running yet, but I will. I'm very much looking forward to once we get the rhythm of school back in, I will get the rhythm into running, and it will be good.
This just in, it's now 1 degree in Cincinnati.
Oh, look out.
It's 20.
1 degree.
in-
It might as well just be 0. What's the point of having the 1 degree?
I don't know. I wonder what when it's going to get to 0.
What's the low again? Is the low 0?
It is negative.
Like,
it's
what's
going
the
to get
predicted low?
let's see, -2 at 2 a.m. in about 5 hours. It'll be -2. It's going to get
-2.
down to 0 here in 1 hour.
All right. The countdown continues. Speaking of temperatures, I bought a inside-outside temperature sensor gauge, and I love it because it's the best way to know when to close our windows and when to open them. Like, as soon as I see the temperature imbalance, to where it's cooler outside and hot inside, and I just open up all the windows. And then the opposite, as soon as in the morning it gets too hot and I close everything up, it's so satisfying to watch the
Is there
outside
like
temperature climb
an
and us
alarm?
not climb.
Is there an
No,
alarm or anything?
I just look at it all the time. I love looking at the temperature and just seeing what is the actual temperature. And also, I will say my temperature on my watch and my phone, like what it says, it's like super off. Like Apple has no idea what the temperature is here. They're just making up numbers.
Nice. It'd be nice if it was automatic. Once it got to the degree difference, your windows would open and close automatically.
That would be so cool. Alexa. Oh, shoot. I have the Echo Buds. Alexa's like, what?
What do you want?
Oh, man. Now I can't hear you guys because Alexa cut off my sound.
Are you going to wait for it to resync?
Alexa, stop.
Technology is great and terrible.
You can never.
Okay, there we go. Now I can hear you again.
Even if you say her name just a little bit, she recognizes you.
Like,
Alexa, shut your face.
I can't help you with that.
My earbuds were like, boop, boop. I didn't want to. This just in. It's going to be so cold tomorrow that our schools have a 2-hour delay.
Oh, I have to say, I was an all or nothing kid. I wasn't a big fan of 2-hour delays.
I'm pretty sure that our kids' school will be closed.
Yeah, probably so.
Let's see. It's going to be instead of 1 degree, it'll be 7 degrees at 10 a.m. So it's a 6-degree difference. It's okay.
That's still a heat wave right there.
It's still super cold.
Yeah, for sure. The last thing that happened in real life is we went to the Symphonic Wars here in Sao Paulo, the Star Wars Symphony.
Oh yeah, that's right. How was that?
So if you remember, I went to the Lord of the Rings Symphony. I forget what it's called, like the Precious Symphony or something. There was like a play on words with Precious. This was not as good. I'm just going to come right out the gate and tell you, not as good. It was shorter, this is barely an hour. The Lord of the Rings one was at least an hour and 45 minutes. It was amazing. And the Lord of the Rings one, there was zero talking, all music, like just song, 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 like straight through the whole trilogy. This Star Wars one,
there was talking?
There was talking. The composer would just turn around and be like, so this next one's about Leia. Let me tell you some factoids about Leia. Not only that, which that wasn't bad. I thought it was cool that he gave us some he told us like why John Williams chose the instrument for Leia, the French horn, and all this stuff. It was cool. That part was cool. Not all the time, because with other characters, he didn't always go into as great a detail, but he did talk about each of the characters. And I don't know if you guys knew this, but with the Star Wars music, every character has an instrument that represents them and their theme song. Like, it's not just the same instruments. Like, all the instruments support each other, but the focus of the instrument, like, so for Leia, it's a French horn. Luke is I don't remember now.
Type of horn?
Yeah, it's a horn of some kind. I think it might be a trumpet, but I don't remember now. But what was cool that they did, besides explaining it, with each theme song they were going to do, he invited anybody that was dressed up like the character. So like 2 or 3 people dressed up like Leia, 2 or 3 women dressed up like Leia came to the front, and he had them sit in the midst of the symphony. Like there were just random empty seats. And I was kicking myself because he got to Yoda. As you guys may or may not know, I have
You got
full
your Yoda
on
shoes, yeah.
Yoda. No, forget the Yoda. I had the Yoda shoes on. I probably could have gotten away with it with the Yoda shoes, but I just didn't. It was Grogu. I'm a true Star Wars fan. I didn't have Yoda stuff on. I had Grogu. And Grogu,
That's fair.
Grogu and Mandalorian were not represented. Another disappointment. I mean, who doesn't put the Mandalorian theme song
Yeah, those
in
are
a Star Wars symphony?
That theme song is goated.
Oh, that's goaty. But I have full on Yoda pajamas, like head to toe Yoda pajamas. And Mindy looked at me and she's like, "You're kicking yourself because you not only could have gone up. I not only could have gone up. James has a green lightsaber, which I would have had, and the people would have gone crazy. They went crazy over a girl with like a white dress and the honey buns.
Yeah,
that was it. It was Bane, like so simple. I would have been in like this full Yoda suit, and then if I would have gone up, I would have been like, "Do or do not. There is no try." Like I would have like done a Yoda voice, and people would be like, "Are you kidding me?" Like, that's right, buddy. Yoda is in my blood, but I didn't. I missed the chance.
Yoda is your
Dang.
booger.
Yoda is my booger man. It's like a booger ed eye, booger booger ed eye, booger die. I don't know what I'm talking about. Anyways, booger die. That sounds really like aggressive.
It sounds
You
like
know what you can do?
you're cursing
Ja
someone
booger
out in
die.
a different way.
Yeah, you can
Ja
booger
booger
die, buddy. But they played like 7 songs. It felt like they played maybe even less, like 6 songs. It really was underdone. However, the
Main theme,
the comedic relief,
Imperial March.
yeah, wait, I haven't got to the Imperial March. They did the main theme, and then he did like 4 or 5 character song. Like he did Leia, Yoda, Luke, Obi-Wan, maybe. They did Duel of the Fates, which Duel of the Fates without the choir voices, not the same.
Not,
Like you need
yeah.
not nearly as cool. Yeah.
like you need those voices, like saying whatever they're saying. It's like Latin for boogers. Boogers, 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 boogers. Anyways, it's just not. The
We had
same.
one viewer, and now the viewer left because of all the boogers. So I'm assuming that viewer was Mark.
Yep, it was. What was I talking about? Boogers? No, but then wait. Throughout the whole thing, the one highlight of the night that I would say made it really good, there were like hardcore. I don't know hardcore. There were Darth Vader almost impersonators, I would call them, because they didn't just wear the suit. These were Darth Vader. These were large men, like 6'5", 6'6", wearing the full Vader suit. Very big guys, red lightsabers that that weren't just like a solid red. It looked like a lightsaber. And they had the voice modulation. They had the breathing apparatus. They had the lights. They were like intimidating. Like they looked like Vader in real life. But there were 2 of them. And the guy, the composer was dressed up like the Emperor. So every time he like talked or did something or walked, they like bowed down, like, "What is thy bidding, my master?" and stuff like that. And then they got to the Imperial March, and he invited them up because he needed to go get his lightsaber. So he's like, "You guys stay here. You go ahead and start the song." So both the Vaders like tap their lightsaber on the composer, music stand.
Mm-hmm.
They start waving, and the symphony doesn't do anything. They're just staring at him. And so the Vaders are all like, "Well, come on, like you gotta." They're not saying anything; they're just pantomiming. And then the composer comes out with his lightsaber, and they're just like, "Oh, okay, hey, Emperor." And they go up, and then they do the Imperial March. the Vaders like help conduct, and the Vaders like they don't dance, but they like move their arms around and like really get into it. It was a really good like closing part with the Vaders and stuff. So it was cool. It just wasn't the experience I thought it would be. And then I forgot. I just didn't. I should have dressed up like Yoda. I was a missed opportunity. So that's twice now I've missed the opportunity to dress up like Yoda. The other being when The Force Awakens came out and I could have cosplayed. I could have dressed up as Yoda at the movie theater, and I didn't. So I told Mindy, third time's a charm, when we have the next opportunity to do a Star Wars themed anything, I'm dressing up like Yoda, and I'm just gonna.
When's like Comic-Con gonna come through again in Brazil?
November, December. Maybe I'll do it then.
There's got to be something else that'll
There's got to be a reason.
Yeah.
I kind of want to do it when the next Star Wars comes out in like 7 years. So I think that'll be worth it.
What would it even be at this point? Like what?
I don't know.
What would you want the next Star Wars to be right now?
Nothing to do with Skywalker. Like just
new
characters.
That is ended.
That's what I want. I just want new characters. Speaking of, we haven't gotten all the way through it, but I've actually thoroughly enjoyed Skeleton Crew with the little kids. I don't know if you guys have watched it yet, but
I haven't watched that one yet.
It's been fun. It's just it's got like a Goonies Sandlot feel to it with the kids. They're kind of funny. Jude Law is a good character. The droid.
Jude Law is in it?
Yeah, Jude Law's in it.
Wow.
It's been a pretty fun little romp. Yeah, so we still have a few more episodes to watch. So yeah, that was real life. Fake life, I have 14 Hades completions under my belt. That of course will slow down. I'm not going to get that many completions. Yeah, and then I already shared about James and I playing I almost said Turtles in Time. Splintered Fate. And loving that. I'll probably be moving the needle on Astrobot every Saturday when I play on my own. But other than that, I'll just be playing Turtles.
Are you gonna stream it?
Stuff. I don't know. I mean, nobody's really gonna watch Saturday mornings when I play.
How early do you play?
Well, I'm 2 hours ahead of you, so it would probably be 7, 8 o'clock your time.
I mean, I'm usually
On
up.
Saturday?
I usually read the Bible first, but I'll hop in. All
right, I'll consider it. I'll consider it
if you want.
Speaking,
because I still don't know how to
Bible
stream.
time,
if I knew how to stream, I would start streaming.
You would do it too.
If
that would get you to play video games, I would
Yeah.
maybe consider helping you figure that out. But yeah, so that's Fake Life, and then God Life. Just loving my quiet time with him. I got a little more breathing room for the most part, other than when we have work, and it's hard to wake up in the morning now that we're back in work, and it's going to take a little time to adjust and get back to the schedule. But I have a good variety package going on with the Bible app, with
and Pocket didn't burn down when you were gone, so everything is
nope,
okay.
It didn't burn down. Everything's good. Yeah, so I'm just enjoying my quiet time with him every morning, and yeah, so it's good. He's good all the time. Yes, sir. All right, that's me. That's God Life, Real Life, Fake Life. How about you, that there joiners? You want to share what's new with you in your neck of the woods? Well, then let's do some quick housekeeping, shall we? Where we what?
Oh my goodness! Ryan's over here doing eye tricks while you're talking.
I was just
really
like that. Just
like, oh my gosh, what are you? I like, is there a booger hanging out my nose?
There's a booger hanging out.
Where's my eyes
quick
doing that?
Housekeeping.
Jeez.
Where we offer you boogers. We fluff burgers topped with Andy's boogers, and tip you off to how you can connect with the GMG boogers on Twitter, Discord, Facebook, and Instagram, where you can share what's new with you, just like a couple folks did on the Discord.
Yeah.
So let's see what they have to say. Shall we? We? All right. We got Splig. We'll start with him. Splig said, favorite freezing temps day meal. What is your favorite freezing temp day meal?
Soups. All the soups.
All the soups, man.
All of
Yeah.
it. Chicken
I
noodle.
will say I'm partial to creamy soups.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
Personally,
Tomato soup.
I don't
broccoli
like
and
the
cheese.
Italian wedding. I don't like Italian wedding soups. No thanks.
No.
what? What?
With the bow tie pasta.
Nah. That can stand.
I mean,
up this
I
day
like
away.
bow tie
Yeah.
pasta, like as just
Like
pasta,
in
but
a
not as a
sauce.
soup.
No, not in a soup. It's weird.
Yeah, it's weird in a soup.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, soup.
Chili. I like chili.
Chili's
Chili's
good. Yeah.
So Mindy makes us a similar dish that's like a stew or a chili that we usually have with rice and beans. I'm totally blanking on what it's called, but it has a name, and it's good food. But it's like diced potatoes
Stroganoff?
with ground beef. No, stroganoff is also good. I don't
Stroganoff is
consider that a freezing temps day meal though.
Like
what is it
Brunswick
called?
stew. It's been a while since I've had a Brunswick stew.
Brunswick? Was that bowling?
I don't know if I've ever had Brunswick stew.
What
What makes it Brunswick?
I don't know.
It comes in a bowling ball.
All right.
No, it doesn't come in a bowling ball. What does make it? I think you're supposed to make it with deer meat,
Oh, okay.
or you can make it with deer meat.
Yeah.
And the one time that I had it with deer meat was just absolutely delicious.
Delish. All right. Yeah,
I
I'm
love
totally
that.
blanking on what the food is that I like, but it's diced potatoes with ground beef and like a tomato base that makes it stewy. Carrots as well. Man, all I can think of is like there's gallo pinto, but that's black beans and rice mixed together, and then there's pico de gallo, which is diced tomatoes, onions,
Cilantro.
So it's something like that. I don't like the cilantro.
What?
It tastes like soap. Cilantro tastes like soap to me.
What?
You do know that's a thing, right? That some palates of people cilantro tastes like soap.
No, I've never
and
heard
other
that.
people cilantro tastes like cilantro. Yeah.
It tastes
Wow,
like soap to
I've
you?
never
What kind
heard
of soap?
Well, I mean,
Like
soap
Irish
that doesn't taste
Spring?
good.
Like
It's more like
Dove? Like,
yeah. No, it's Irish Spring.
like
Because
a
it tastes
quake?
like it tastes like soapy grass, like just like
soapy grass.
straight out of the yard, like just chewing up soapy grass. So yeah, it's like
Mm.
Irish Spring. Picadillo, that's what it's called.
Picadillo.
All right, I know how to remember.
That sounds like a Pokemon saying their name.
Yeah,
Picadillo.
I choose you, Picadillo.
Picadillo.
Okay, I pick you, Picadillo. All right. Human popsicle, not Travis. Where is Travis? I haven't seen him in a while. I hope he's okay. Travis, if you're out there, talk to us. What's going on?
Travis, blink
What's
twice
going
if you're
down?
out there.
Yeah, if you're alive and well. Let's see. This is Aaron. Earl staying inside because the weather right now is a massive bucket of no thanks. It really is. Sorry. No thanks. We got a couple inches of snow on Sunday of the crusty, annoyingly hard to clean off variety. And then it got frigid. I already don't like winter, but this is super winter. I'm straight up not having a good time, he says. But
there you go.
The Commanders.
You get the I'm straight up not
Yeah.
having a good time.
Yep. The Commanders are in the NFC Championship, though. So that's fun. It is. We just talked about that.
Mhm.
Yes.
Especially given basically everyone predicted us to go below 500 this year. That I can see. I can see why they would think that with a rookie quarterback. But man,
Bro, he has been balling. That's actually
He
one
is-
reason that I
he
do
is
want them to
balling.
go all the way, because
yeah,
that would be
same.
is that the
same
first
beast.
time a rookie's been to the Super Bowl?
I believe so.
A rookie's never made it.
I don't think a rookie's
never-
ever
no.
made it their
That's
rookie
so
year. I don't
cool.
think a rookie has ever
Yeah.
made it to the Super Bowl.
Oh man,
I
now I
thought
really want them
I
to
thought
go.
Patrick Mahomes did, but that was like his second year.
No, yeah,
So I was like, dang.
don't get ahead of yourself.
Yeah.
Iffle, he said, mainly Unicorn Overlord and Metaphor Refantasio.
Mm.
If games had feelings, my copy of Atelier Ryza 3 probably feels like Woody after Andy casually dropped him on the floor in that one Toy Story movie.
Oh,
I don't want
I
to play
forgot.
with you anymore.
You're broken. I don't want to play with you anymore.
Yeah. But I'll be back eventually, I think. The next Atelier game drops in March, so I intend to finish it before then. All right. I mean, that gives you some time, but not much.
I'm gonna have to look up what
February
type of game
is
that
a short
because I
month.
still don't remember what that game is supposed to be.
It's not like a JRPG
It's got to be
anime-ish kind of game.
Probably.
Yeah. Let's see. We got hashtag GMG questiony for UE. I love how he always asks that way. Do you guys gravitate towards certain games or what is it, Patrick?
Genres.
Yep, genres of games depending on the time of year. I know I get deeper in my RPG bag when the weather's super cold like this, but also I'm much more in the mood to play Madden during actual football season than in the spring and summer.
Never actually thought about it.
Yeah, only sports games, usually baseball and football, I will play at the beginning of the season. But outside of that, I don't have any other seasonal types of games.
Yeah, I'm boring. I got nothing. I mean, I'll play any video game anytime, really. I don't really have a mood.
Yeah, I don't really think
were.
it takes a specific time of year for me to play a specific genre.
I do think about it. I will say I do think about playing like at the beginning of every season of football, not so much baseball, but basketball and football for sure. I always think, man, I should start up my career or a dynasty or something, but I never do it because I don't know. I just
Hades calls
for that.
Dead Cells
Hades calls. Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
You got me.
Yeah,
you get me, my booger bro.
I'm gonna have to pay attention now and see if I start playing like single player games in the colder months.
You need to do like a game journal and like write down the temperature and then see what games you play and then cross reference. When it's below 40 degrees, I want to play Diablo.
Sometimes when a movie comes out or a TV show comes out based off of a video game or a property or something like that, I'll go back and play either the game or
true. You do
of
that
it
a
kind
lot.
of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Weather does not impact my game choices.
No.
Because I always play inside. So
if I had a nice outdoor setup, I would absolutely play video games outside.
That would be fun. Except the glare, man. Sometimes the glare would be kind of bad. I don't
Actually,
know
all I got to do is figure out how to get a projector because I have the screen. I just don't have a projector. And then we could probably hook up Mario Kart outside because the Switch.
It's
yeah,
true.
I ain't playing outside at any point in the next few days. This just in.
No.
It's 0 degrees now. I'm not going outside for anything.
Let's go. Well, with that, then joiners, that's the cue. It's 0 degrees. I got to get out of here before Patrick gets, I don't know, somehow passes that cold.
You got to get out of there so that can get out of you.
Yeah, exactly. If you would like to connect with us visually or spectatorally, you don't want to share your life with us, which makes it sad. We'd rather you share your boogers with us. There is YouTube and Twitch, where we have a plethora of other joiners who may not be streaming, not with boogers, just streaming games. So please come to Discord, find their links, check them out. Finally, on Patreon and our merch page, you can support and gear up with us. So click that one link to rule them all, either in our bio or the show notes, or you can type it out real quick, linktree.com/thegmgpod. Of course, if you don't toss your attention or a coin to your podcasters, but are still the giving type, please rate and review us on all Apple Podcast, Podchaser, and Spotify's that you
All of them.
have.
All
All
of
of them. It helps us reach new joiners through stars, exclamation marks, and your feedback, so let your voice be heard. Literally, if you prefer, at what number, Ryan? Ryan Isley?
929 GMG guys.
That's right. Leave a voicemail.
I don't know what the actual numbers are again. If you wanted me to say the numbers, I don't remember what it is.
Nobody knows.
I have
You
to
just
look it
literally
up
go
all the
GMG.
I haven't saved in my phone though. I do have it saved.
Yeah.
Okay, it'd be
No, you just-
929 464 4897.
Nobody's going to remember that.
I'm not. Just do 929 GMG guys.
929 boogers. Okay. Just call 929 boogers.
No, we had to
Alrighty.
fight to get the GMG.
All righty
guys.
then, Ryan, Patrick, and the spirit of Marcus Aurelius and our beloved friends, family, and joiners. Go get your good morning this week, and may God bless and guide your lives as you live, as you work, as you pick your nose, and as you game.
1, 2, 3, 4.